You're about to experience a message from here at South Lake Church where we
engage, grow, and share.
So make sure to subscribe below and keep watching together as we engage, grow, share Jesus in our community relationships.
All of last year was all about setting sail, becoming our own church, and taking next steps to be in the community where we engage, grow, and share. The encouragement is as we continue through 2021, with all the fun new variables we're working through together, the exciting thing is more and more of us are now able to meet together. So the question becomes, where are we going? What's this all about? We want to be 2 feet in. And I'll just share who that's from. That's from Darwin, who made a point when we're first talking about doing this together. Oh, he just left to use the restroom. So y'all can laugh when he comes, but I promise you, he's 2 feet in a way he's excited about how we're coming together. So what is it about South Lake? Well, hey, we love one another so much we want the whole world to see that we are Jesus' disciples. That comes from John chapter 35. So that means everything that we do at South Lake is about relationships with Jesus. Whether messages here online, being together in worship, at our gatherings, if we're not helping people have a relationship with Jesus, we're just missing the point right there. See, there's, Darwin, are you 2 feet in? Yeah! And as South, like being 2 feet in, we value relationships with Jesus. And how we value those relationships are by engaging in new relationships. Because as we have this faith of Jesus, if we're not going out there to share with others, helping other people experiencing it, we're kind of missing the boat. We have relationships with Jesus by serving our neighbors, allowing people to experience that love of His. And lastly, we value relationships with Jesus by being non-judging. We all have stories, backgrounds, beliefs, all kinds of things that have led you to be here today with one another. And at South Lake, we love you, we care about you, and are with you. But as we read and get to know who Jesus is, we'll definitely have some conversations about what God has to say about how we live our lives and are a part of it. But you do not need to make yourself a better person or make yourself right to be here. Because we're here with one another, we love each other. I've shared in the offering about how we engage, grow, and share. That word engage is talking about an upper relationship with God. And our job as South Lake is help one another to engage in that relationship. If all your relationship is showing up on Sundays or saying a prayer and that's it, we want to help you grow in that faith to engage in it. At South Lake, we grow. We do this together. This is not a journey for each person just to figure it out on their own, but instead to know that we're all together. And again, that share is a message how we grow outside here to help others experience that love. That's what we're working through this year. So the question becomes, what's happening over the next 5 years? Well, we're 2 feet in helping to develop relationships with Jesus within our community and beyond. Note that in our community part, we're starting that right now. But and beyond. What does that look like? Well, I got a whole paragraph for you can read through. What it looks like is us going from being just a church, but a congregation of our church body. All that really means is it takes a little more extra paperwork, but about being a part of that, and then myself as a pastor being called serving South Lake, and also calling other workers to help be a part of this journey. So that's a piece of the pie. Another one's for us to grow together. Our hope and our prayer is to get over to 300 people worshiping weekly together. That's going to take a lot of inviting, loving, and sharing people with each other. But by having a group like that worshiping together, it prepares us for a couple things. Well, first off, our hope is, as you see with our gatherings, the way we serve as teams together, that we grow over 60 different ones happening. I don't mean 60 happening weekly, but as South Lake, regularly helping other groups of people together. That's a big number. But as you probably know, you can't do this by yourself. So what we really need is to have other leaders step up and be a part of this. So our goal over the next 5 years is to have over 90 people learning and developing and starting groups as leaders. Again, that's a lot of people. But why are we doing this? Because one, this isn't about a few people sharing their faith. It's us together. But the big hope and prayer your leadership team has in the next 5 years, that we can partner with other churches to start another church. That our journey together can help be a part of another journey. I know for some of you, you're like, we just started this one. I'm pretty happy right now. But in a couple of years, for some of you, the itch you're going to have is, it's cool we did this. Can we help somebody start another one? The answer is yes. And with those kind of groups that we've created, with that kind of leadership, my prayer is it's going to make sense that we need to do this. Southlake, my hope is not supposed to be a giant mega church, but a church that helps people keep doing what we're doing right now. Worshiping together, having a relationship together in a way that meets it for them within their community. That's what the next 5 years, our hope, our prayer are. That's why Darwin's in the back 2 feet in, because we are doing this together. Now, over this next year, we do have some goals that our leadership team has to make sure we put this together. So one is going to be seeing more updates to our Sunday morning experience. I'm going to call out for some help right now. I've been sending some emails. If you have some creative background, want to help us with some designs and setup and creating banners, we're going to be building all these things out to help make a point that when you are worshiping here, we are in the presence of our Lord together in a time of prayer, but also for those watching online. You're going to start seeing our storytelling group. This is a group really comprised to help share the story of Southlake. Sue Belfany is a part of that group. Jim Simpson in the back is one of our top leaders right now, with Google in the back right there. Another new member, Steve Patterson, is helping us design and develop to share the story. I'm going to be making some phone calls to you and asking, actually, can I meet with you and really record a conversation about your faith with one another, with us together. What kind of impact this has made. You've probably seen some videos online already. We're going to continue to tell the story of Southlake. Again, to help people have a relationship with Jesus. As we talked about those different teams, one of our biggest goals this year is to help grow those teams going forward. We're already looking at a new Wine in the Word type of gathering starting up monthly. This is going to be kind of fun together. I'd love to actually start a lunch, really easy to read Bible study once a week. So working for people who want to step up and be a part of that. You have different ways and gifts how you share your faith. Here at Southlake, we want to help you make those happen, encourage it, and be a part of it. And lastly is the help of our serving. You probably saw within the last week, we got a notice from Katie Little they needed help with making bikes. You're soon going to hear from Hope Active, who is a ministry partner within the area, about how we are going to prepare to help with back to school. Because as school is ending, it's soon starting. I was not a fan of that as a kid hearing that, but you're going to see looking forward to ways that we continue to help and serve our community. I'm excited about these next steps. I'm excited where we're going. And lastly, if you want to get more information, our website is continually being updated and really helping you more navigate and share what we've got going on with our faith. The last update I have for you before we leave. I'm almost done. And lastly, just to give you guys a financial update of how we're doing at Southlake. Over the last quarter, our offering has been over almost $76,000. Currently, our expenses are right around $32,000, which means at the moment, we're looking at $43,000 above being negative. This is a strong start for Southlake going forward. So this is really encouraging to see that. Currently, thanks to our offering last year and everything coming together, our current cash position is around $152,000. We together, as we continue to give and support, are helping to make Southlake ready to help do all these next things together. And lastly, as you walk out there, you'll see how we looked at the budget for this year. Because again, us as a team realize we're starting new. We're learning how this is going to look like as our own separate church. We're really conservative with our budget. How we broke out our budget in ways of how we engage, grow, and share. You can see in different areas in our budget how we've allocated monies to help support make that happen. The cool thing, though, is right now giving and our pledges continue to be above that, so it's amazing to see how God continues to work through that. And then the last update for you on the financial side, our team, as we started as a new church, realized it'd be smart and easier for us to talk about this, making our fiscal year the actual calendar year. So when we say 2020, and we talk about offerings in 2020, we talk about pledging for 2021, oh, it is 2021. Yeah, I have been going too long. But lastly, just to let you know, we've shifted our fiscal year, so when we talk about our pledges for 2021, we're talking from January to this December. When we're talking about our offering in 2000, we're talking about right here. So as you know, when you give and support, you know where we're at, where we're going together. And then later this fall, you'll see some updates, elections, and budget things getting prepared then for 2022. David, as president, I'm calling you out right now. Is there anything else you would like to share with the group before we leave? Other than being 2 feet in? 2 feet in. So,
we want to see our president.
So I thank you guys for taking a few moments to watch this, being here together, as we've seen the Spirit be a part of the church going forward. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see how God continues all of this. Amen. All right.
Thank you so much for taking time to experience a message here at Southlake. If you have time, make sure to subscribe right over here, but also check out other videos that are down right over here. Again, the Lord bless you this week, and thank you for checking out Southlake Church, where we
engage, grow, and share.